Hi everybody, it's Brucifer, and welcome to Sweet Treats. I'm starting my first official YouTube video. Yay! Anyway, today's recipe is going to be nice and quick and easy. It's going to be a breakfast bar. There's 3 ingredients in it, and my volume's too high on my music. Hang on a sec. Oldie oldies. Anyway, 3 ingredients: banana, rolled oats, and chocolate chips. And I'm going to throw in a few other wrenches like vanilla or cinnamon or a little bit of raisin. Because it's a breakfast bar, you can have them. And I'm sweating up a storm because today we hit 31.3 in our backyard. And I turned the air conditioning on. And I have to turn the oven on. God help me. It's going to be flush on one side and heat on the other. I'm just going to start sweating up a storm. So, what I'm going to try and do was follow the recipe. And so I went and bought already bruised bananas. You want them, the browner the better, because the sweetness of them come out when they get older, right? So I bought these ones, and I could do 2 batches because the recipe was 2 large bananas. These are about the medium small size. So they were the more beaten up, abused looking ones. So I figured, what the hey? Might as well, it's the first time I've ever bought pre-bruised bananas. Of course, I haven't turned on my oven, so I'll have to do that. Sorry for leaving you. 350 for 12 to 15 minutes, you bake them. With parchment paper, which I haven't done any of that. I'm freewheeling this, so other than the fact that I've pre-measured everything so that you didn't have to watch me measure out stuff to try and speed it up, because I don't want to make it a half-hour recipe. I have my little chopper here, and I'm going to chop the chocolate chips. Not mash them, but just chop them up. You don't want them, well, you can have them whole, but I have a problem with my thumb. I've got a clicker thumb. Hate that. It's not working. And when it does work, it's clicking all the time. So what I'm going to do is, it's about 1/2 cup, they say, and I'm putting a whole cup of chocolate chips because I love chocolate chips. Now, if you wanted to make these totally vegan one, just get I think they're called Carob. They're not a milk product, and Carob you can actually give to your dog. They used to make dog treats with Carob, and because dogs love chocolate too, but they just can't have it because it'll kill them. So Carob is very safe for your animals and for yourself, and that would make them a vegan type recipe, because then there wouldn't be any milk products in them whatsoever. And they're a breakfast bar. They're a cookie too, but I'm making them solely so that I can eat on the run, you know? A lot of us have that challenge in life. Okay, so I'm just gonna not pulverize them, but I'm going to chop them up. Just kind of make them so that they're able to make the cookie a little bit more pliable. And this is a new recipe for me, so I've not even mastered them yet. So I'm gonna try, she said 2 large bananas. I'm thinking probably 3. I learned this, I've always, this is something that we always learned as children, to pull from the handle on they don't break. Take them from the rear end and peel. And there you go. Slick as a whistle, right? So you take your bananas And a little trick too, if you have friends of mine have problems drinking their coffee, baking soda. You take a pinch of baking soda and put it in your coffee, and definitely I'm going to need another one because that doesn't look like there's enough banana there. And you pinch, just a pinch in your fingers of baking soda in your coffee, and you'll never get heartburn. For all those people that love their coffee in the morning, go right at it. It works. I posted that on Facebook ages ago, and one of my friends who couldn't have it had a problem, and he's like, "Oh my God, Bruce, it works. I can enjoy my coffee again." Another trick, if you have heartburn, 1 teaspoon of baking soda to an 8-ounce glass of cold water, stir it up so it's dissolved, and drink it slowly. Within 5 to 10 minutes, your heartburn will disappear. So, back to my recipe. That was your little Hondientis, your little sidekick commercial. There we go. So, you take a fork and you just mash your banana up. You can use the side of your bowl. Really helps to mash. All right. And that's basically your egg that you would use in the ingredient, and your sugar for that matter, because there is no sugar added. There's only banana. There's no egg. There's no flour. So your banana is your main mixer. So, and don't go anal on trying to mash it so that it's pulverized. Like, I was going to throw the banana in this sucker and blend it up, but apparently it's good to have a few chunks of banana in the cookie. It kind of helps keep it all together, because basically all you have is your oats, your banana, and your chocolate chips. Now, if you want, you can add vanilla, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and you can add about maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. You can also, if you wanted to, you can throw nutmeg in there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm thinking I'll probably just put in the vanilla. So 1 teaspoon, which is a capful. Saves you pulling out the spoons. Done that. Been there, done that. Which, of course, that makes it a little more on the liquid side. Right? But then there's that extra flavor of vanilla in there. You just stir that up. So then you take your oats. There's 1.5 cups of oats. Okay? This is new for me, to have everything pre-measured. But I was trying to speed up the video because you don't want to be watching me for a half hour. Right? I know I can be hilarious, but this is my first video on YouTube, so I just didn't want to make it long. All right? So now, you just mix. Don't want to over mix, but you want it well incorporated into the banana. Now let's switch to one of these. My brain is totally, I'm having cold flash on this side and a hot flash on that side. It's like, oh Lord. Okay. So you kind of want that consistency, all right? But then you're going to add your chocolate chips. So let's finish mashing these suckers up. Okay. You can also taste the recipe because there isn't raw egg in it, which used to gross me out. My mother would say, "You want to lick the bowl?" "No, Mom. I like my eggs cooked." I really had a problem with raw eggs when I was growing up. Okay, so add this gradually because I'm throwing in more than the recipe's calling for. But then again, on the other side, if you're adding the vanilla and an extra banana, it's going to make it sloppier. So blending the chocolate chips in gives them that little extra texture. Yeah, these are going to be good. Okay. I'm doing a video. So chocolate chips are all in. Just blend it up. I think I'm crazy. I'm doing this with hot heat. That's not even on. It's just coming on now, and I just turned the air on. So I've got hot flashes and cold flashes happening. Okay. So I'm just mixing this up nice and quick. And then I'll put these cookies onto the sheet. Fork. I'm a good tenant. Your laundry is in the wash, and new towels are out in your bathroom, sir.
Thank you very much. I didn't want to interfere with your video.
Oh, don't worry. This is my first video on YouTube. So that was my landlord, and he lets me do all these baking. The sponsor of the show. Now, you could add cinnamon, but I'm going to taste it first. I'm going to taste it with fork and help. Just take a little of the dough. It's not bad. I'm going to do the cinnamon. Eat it. Let's do a 1/4 teaspoon. Yeah, it's going to need that. It's a good, it tastes just fine the way it is, but I like throwing wrenches into things. Okay. And I'll taste it again, and if it needs, I'll add nutmeg like I planned. Okay. So now you got to really stir it up because now you're incorporating the cinnamon into it. Okay. Ooh, now you can smell the cinnamon. That's gonna make it taste better, I think. It was pretty bland, and baking it up, it's gonna taste a lot better. Okay. Let's taste that again. Cinnamon. Add your cinnamon. Definitely. Yum. That's better. Next time I'll put nutmeg in it too. So you take your parchment paper, and I have my handy electric scissors for cutting my parchment paper. Okay. I also have raisins that I didn't throw in, and I think, what the hell? There's not even 1/4 cup in there. So just throw those in, and it just adds a little added flavor. This is typical of me. I could just cut up an apple and throw it in too. What the hell? Are you looking like I'm talking to myself?
I don't want to interfere. I was looking for the towel rack that's disappeared.
is behind the door in the bathroom. When not in use, put it away. But then again, I don't live up here.
I looked.
I put it away.
I didn't.
Out of sight, out of mind type of thing. Okay, so now I'm going to take
I'm your absentee landlord.
Okay, you're leaving now? Okay. Bon appetit. I'll see you later.
Okay.
So, chocolate chips escaped. Okay, now, those can go away. Do you want some bananas?
You got more than you need for your cooking?
Yeah, I'm not going to make another batch. So there's 3. They're not gone completely.
Oh no, I like
They're
Yeah.
bruised. I bought them that way. Because they say the more bruised, the better the recipe. Because it makes the sugar pop out on them. Okay, then you just take your,
That's good. That's the one.
what, is that dead?
That's a fresh loaf. I just
Take it with you because I'm not going to eat it.
You're not? I thought
No.
you did eat that kind of thing.
No. No. Okay. These might spread out. I'm not sure. This is, like I said, the first time I've done the recipe, so and I'm still going to post this on Facebook as well as YouTube because I'm not even sure how to post it on YouTube yet. I think there's a link there for me to do that, but I'm a virgin. I don't know what I'm doing there yet. Okay, so you just take a little teeny bit and place them on the cookie sheet. They might actually, they say to flatten them, pat them down. So you can, once they're on the sheet, you can pat them down with your fingers and flatten them. But you don't have to. I think they would flatten on their own. They don't really move. They're kind of okay the way they are. All right. I'm getting used to the old tunes because I've joined a car group and we all like the oldies. And I was born in the 60s, so I'm right in there with American Graffiti and things like that, and Grease and... Okay. So, your hands are going to get mucky. They really are. But now they've gone from little balls to big balls, but they're a breakfast bar. If you wanted to, you could even make them into little cylinders. But they're definitely not like doing an icebox cookie. You could probably put them in the fridge to firm up the banana, but I wouldn't worry about it. The sooner you can put them in the oven, the better off you are, because right now it feels like a volcano erupted in the kitchen. It's getting pretty warm in here. Okay. The founder of the feast, yes, my landlord. He's the one that buys the ingredients, so he lets me do the baking in here, so. All right. Enough chatter, right? Make a joke. Anyway. So now, there's still a little bit left, so I've got another cookie sheet to go. But I'm just going to show you what they look like. And when they come out of the oven, my oven is finally up to temperature. So what I'll do is I'll put them in the oven. So that's what they look like. And I'll come back and show you what they look like when they're out. All right? Hang on now.